Alright, we live. And I want y'all to understand. Tonight, Steve ain't with me, but I got my bro with me.
What's that?
You know what I'm saying? He had to handle some stuff. Uh we got some big things coming up, man. So sometimes y'all ain't gonna see us all in the same building. But the show must go on. You know what I'm saying?
It's
And tonight's topic, hold on, let me go and see who. Y'all make sure y'all hit that motherfucking share button. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Make sure y'all let them know what's going on. That we out here. Summer Walker, she off in that thing.
what happened, Summer?
Summer, what's happening? Summer said she in the building. Goddamn it. But yeah, we off in here, and let me see, view on Facebook. Nah, I ain't got to view it on the book. I just need y'all to share it. And y'all know how we do once we get up to 100 people. We kick the show off. You understand? So shouts out to everybody on YouTube. Shouts out to everybody on the book. Um, Definitely we finna get this thing going. Tonight's topic is we're talking about a cashless society, and I'm gonna tell y'all what inspired me to come tonight with this. You know what I'm saying? Okay, they jumping on Facebook. What's happening?
Yeah, Detroit, Michigan in the building.
Oh, the D off in the building.
Yes, sir.
They popping in that motherfucker
Yeah, they
now.
swinging in there.
What it do? Detroit, Michigan in the building. But before we get this thing started, right? We finna kick it off. And I want y'all to understand at the bottom of this live, y'all see where it say you got the cash out for those that want to contribute anything it is you want to contribute for donations or whatever. Shouts out to everybody last week that donated.
Yes,
It does
sir.
go to the podcast. We do promote the podcast. We got big things coming up. So for everybody that did donate last week, we appreciate y'all for that. The cash app is there. It's all love. And also, y'all already know. I'm gonna hit y'all with this text thing, with this credit thing, because you already know what it is. We've been changing lives. I've been showing y'all testimonials about real deal credit. And most importantly, you can go in there and you could definitely change your credit situation, man. Get that child support wiped off, get all them repos and all that other negative stuff on your credit. And this is another reason why I want to do this tonight, because we're going into a cashless society, and I'm gonna show you how credit is going to help people. So get ahead of the curve. Hit the number on the bottom of this live, 754-755-9774. Text credit or call. It's only $200 to start.
That's it.
That's it.
200.
That's it. That's the change your situation.
People spend more down on sneakers.
Oh, for real, for real.
Real talk.
And that's the thing, man. You want to put yourself invest in yourself. Ain't
Mm-hmm.
nobody gonna do it. Ain't nobody finna swoop in and do it. Like the reason I do what I do, I got my bro here. He do what he do is because we want to help people. We want to change lives. And again, it just made me feel good when they contacted us and say, y'all need to stop popping. These are other credit restoration companies.
Right.
Y'all need to stop popping up for putting them video. Why y'all putting them videos out telling people about this and that? People need to be paying for this information. This is why. Nah, man, we ain't doing none of that. Y'all know I'm for the people. We ain't even doing all that. So when they hit me up, when they hit the company up, they didn't hit me up direct. When they hit us up and say, man, y'all need to stop putting that information out about credit, I knew then I was doing the right work.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
I knew then I was on the right path.
Right.
So with no further ado, we got over 100 people off in the live. Shouts out to everybody that tuning in tonight, each and every Wednesday, 8:30. This is a Pop It Up podcast. Man, let's run it.
You're now tuned into the Papa Duck Podcast with Papa Duck and co-host Please Believe It's Steve. Let's go! Now, let's get it in.
Now check this out. We finna go in tonight, baby. I need y'all to hit that share button. I need y'all to let everybody out there know what time it is. You feel me? We finna go all the way live. And tonight it is about a cashless society. You get what I'm saying? I've been telling y'all this for a minute. If y'all been following me on my live, wherever y'all been following me at, y'all know I've been talking about that. But like I said, Steve couldn't be here tonight. Steve had to handle some business. Like I said, you might not see us all in the same, situation, but he had to go handle some. And tonight I got my big bro with me, Paige. Go ahead and tell him who you is, bro.
Man, y'all already know, man. President Page.
Yeah.
Y'all already know. Yes, bro, you see me. There
Right.
ain't nothing new. Keep it
Tell
a
them,
wrap.
tell them where they should follow you at.
Page 85. That's president_page 85.
Definitely.
PAGE.
Definitely. And like I say, man, I appreciate y'all coming in tonight. Let me put that call in number up there. If you want to call in, man, 407-369-3669. And before I kick the show all the way, I want y'all to know I am wearing purple because purple represents those who are fighting lupus, those who've overcame it, and those who we've lost behind lupus. So if you or that is going through long, they try. I don't know why. I even got on this. I even got like we're going all the way in with it. You know what I mean? So if you fighting lupus or if you know somebody that's going through that situation, man, we want to double salute y'all for that. You did what I'm saying? But like I say, we're doing it real big right here on the Papa Duck podcast. We got them calling in already. And y'all got to understand, yeah. Hey, what's happening? You on the Papa Duck podcast? What they do?
What's good, Papa Duck?
What they do, my brother?
What do you do?
I'm just
Say, man, I really like your content, man. You really got great information, and I appreciate you for waking up the people.
Man, I appreciate you for tuning
in. And let me tell you something, man. I know where you from. I'm
all right. It ain't.
right.
And it do, we'll speak on that. You get what I'm saying? Until that dude come, we ain't gonna keep playing that game, man. We understand that. And like I tell people, the further you go, realize this has nothing to do with color. These people at the very top of this pyramid, man, they want us all as a bigger plan. And tonight we talking about a cashless society, and we definitely finna get into it, man. I definitely appreciate the love, bro.
Where you from, bro?
Houston, Texas.
H-Town.
H-Town in the building, man. H-Town in the building, man. I want y'all to understand too, man. Please excuse the beeps, but y'all know we getting it all. Y'all know what that mean, man. We ain't Hollywood with it, man, but it is what it is. Shouts out to my mama. She tuned in to every Wednesday. That's my baby. But definitely, though, we appreciate the call, bro.
Yeah, like, can you give me 2 minutes?
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Yeah, man, like, can you hear me?
Yeah.
My fault. Yeah, man, like the voting and all that. Like, we really think a president gonna change our future and all that. It's really not.
Right.
And the thing about it, if we as a people come together and realize that this is all a game, all a trick, then we can really get our own shit and all that.
That's the key.
Because the history they've been telling us in school is lies, and it's still that you be talking about, like you said, they're not gonna teach you this in their schools or colleges.
Not at all.
Mm-hmm.
Not at all. Not at all. You can forget it. They teach you, they indoctrinate you. Even the teachers teach you the same stuff. And one thing I want y'all not to cut you off, to elaborate on that for a second. A real teacher is a person you learn from that does whatever you're learning every day. If you learning to fish, you don't want to learn from a person that read in a textbook or went to a couple of workshops and got some information to pass down. You want somebody out there on that fish creek every day who can tell you everything about fishing. And that's who you want to learn from. Those are real teachers. You get what I'm saying? So I want y'all to understand.
Exactly. Like, sorry to cut you off. Like, I'm doing this virtual online school, and it's a bunch of bullshit. Like, they teach the same thing every week, and you wonder why they teach the same thing. You wonder why they teach you the same thing, because they want to distract you from know what's going on.
Right.
Exactly, a slave.
Sheep.
And I'm a new I'm a new generation, a younger generation. I'm trying to wake my family up and saying this is all a game, but it ain't working. I'm just gonna let them figure it out.
Hey man, like I tell people all the time, man, we got some lost souls, that's what we call them. But people like you and other people that are woke has that special thing about them in their DNA, man. It's just something ain't right. some people just gonna be lost souls. So keep doing what you're doing, man. Try to do your best. Try to wake them up, man. Definitely appreciate the call.
Yeah. And one more thing, like that vaccine and all that. I'm not taking that because you can't force me to take a vaccine. I'm not no slave.
Right. Definitely.
Yeah.
We already know it's coming, man. We definitely finna get into that also.
I just gotta. If it's time for me to do, I just gotta fight for my life because I can't. I really wanted to come together and fight this better, but I can't do this all by myself.
Right. This is one of the reasons we had the podcast. You know what I'm saying? So we want to bring people together, let people know, man. If we don't come together, I don't care where you from, what color you are, how much money you got, we can't defeat them.
Mm-hmm.
They keep divided. We can't together and fight. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, we definitely, man, we got to move on to the next call.
Yeah.
Definitely appreciate you calling, y'all already know what it is, man. And y'all know we're going to keep this thing all we live, all we games. Tonight, we're talking about a cashless society. Make sure y'all smash that share button, man. Put the love out there. And I got to say what's happening to my We Woke family. If you over there, appreciate y'all. Y'all hit that smash button, smash that share button. This is the group that we started on Facebook. It's called We Woke. And you can go there right now, join, and we good to go. Now, let's get to this cashless society, man. I've been talking about this for a long time. Let me tell y'all what inspired me to do that to talk about that tonight as the podcast topic. I was in Kobe's Steakhouse, man. We slid through there, you know what I'm saying? And when we went there, it blew my mind when I saw the sign that said we are completely cashless.
Wow.
We do not accept cash. Wow. I was like, see, there you go. I've been talking about this for a long time, and it is here. You understand? Yeah. It's here, bro.
That's crazy. You know what's crazy? When I knew it was serious when I went to get a haircut.
Right.
And my barber didn't accept cash.
You see what I'm saying?
That's when I knew it was crazy. It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. And y'all got to get ahead of the curve. Like I say, man, y'all make sure y'all hit that share button. We finna get it all the way in, and we're gonna speak on the things that how that's going to affect us, especially the black market. Like, it's over with. These people are literally giving us this cashless society. Hold on, we got a phone.
We got a caller on the line.
Hey, what's happening? You on the Pop It Up podcast. What's your name? Where you from, bro?
My name is Aaron Jones.
What they do?
My name is Larry Jones. I'm from Wilmington, Delaware. But my question is tonight, if we try to build our businesses for the future, I'm just saying black people businesses going towards the future, how would that kind of change like the future for us if we actually come together instead of being separated?
You say if we was to build black businesses?
Yes, like guys together. That's what I mean, like all together.
And to be honest with you, anything we do together will be prosperous. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much what they do. Even with this whole thing with the cashless society, every nation, every country is doing the same thing. Trust me, these people are in the same room having the same conversations, and they are together.
The powers that be.
The powers that be. Mm-hmm. As the people, if we were to come together, there would be no me against you, you against me. There would be no strays against gays. There would be no, it's always got to be a two side. But if we come together, regardless of what it is we come together for, we will be more strong. So we definitely need to come together. Like, that's the whole key. Like, divide and conquer is real.
I mean, just to elaborate on that, I mean, we've done it before. If you look at the history books, look up Black Wall Street. You know, we came together. We built essentially what a perfect society is.
Right.
And they burnt us down. I mean, we've done it. Look at ancient Egypt. We've done it.
Yep.
But they always find a way to destroy what we build. So it can be done. It needs to be done.
Right.
And it will be done.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a good question. It's bad in anything in general. Like, I'm not saying, but like I feel like us as people, and I can't always get everybody's opinions because we always got different opinions. We're not gonna always agree with each other. Sometimes we're gonna disagree and agree and go separate ways. But like, I've been watching you for a while. I just like started getting onto your stuff like last year. My brother's actually woke, and he knows a lot of shit that goes on in this place, like this whole fucking corporation and this world. And I've been like studying and doing research and watching documentaries, but like it's like the things been adding up to me, but like I can't really get that perfect answer out, like why, like how this is how this generation is. I don't really want our generation to fall because I know I'm just like younger generation and stuff. Like I was born in 2000s, and I know how, like when I was a kid, I always thought everything in this fucking society was the truth, but I had to find out to now, like it was always a lie. Like most of these things I never like came and shocked me out of nowhere. Like
Definitely.
I couldn't like really understand the question and stuff really. It'd be crazy.
Nah, it's all good, man. We definitely appreciate your call, man. And like I say, man, you definitely stay woke. Appreciate you for tuning in, man. Like I say, man,
Yeah.
hit that share button, man, and keep us going, man. But we definitely appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Definitely. But yeah, man, shouts out to Ballin' Status 84. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know how we doing. Make sure y'all share this live, man. We put them up. We doing it differently now. She say, what I say? NJ Brewer, how do we get everyone to think alike? That is a real good question. The thing is, once we become in control of things, then we can start by getting people to think alike. You got to understand the people that control the narrative, the things that you see in life, it was projected upon you. You did not experience that for yourself, come up with your own thought and feelings of something. They put that in you. So by them doing that, they are controlling the way we see and perceive the world. Once we get back in control of the narrative, we can definitely get people to think alike. This is why I say I think like-minded people need to separate from those who are not.
Right.
Because as long as we are, and it's more people that sleep than woke.
Mm-hmm.
Now, don't get it twisted. People are waking up every day, but the more we roam amongst the sleep, it's going to be hard for us to pull away. So we need to pull away, create our own thing, do our own thing, and thrive from there. You get what I'm saying? So we need to separate. We definitely got to separate and come together. But that's a good question. But like we were saying, a cashless society, man. I'm gonna just let y'all know how like I say, all the countries are doing it. Every country you could think of either going cashless or going cashless. And I want y'all to, I ain't gonna say the word because they be censoring stuff. You feel what I'm saying? But I am gonna say this. This whole thing that's going on, this little demic thing that's going on, y'all know what I'm talking about? That was created to crush the dollar.
Right.
Understand?
Right.
Let me tell y'all something. Social distance is crushing us in ways even worse than drugs. And y'all don't understand. Some, for those who do, kudos. But for those who don't, when you go out, you have people literally don't want to be around you because of the word social distancing.
Right.
We taking commands from people we never met. I never met none of these people. And I told y'all this is why they got rid of kings, queens, the castle, because we can see the people that are depriving us, and we can see the dictatorship from there. Mm-hmm. So what they did, they got rid of the castles and the kings and the kingdoms, and they gave us government. You can't see where this shit coming from. You don't even know who the first person to contact on an issue. Right. This is by design. You got to understand, these people control your food, all your resources. Mm-hmm. We got to go back to the basics, like just food and shelter. They control it. And with this cashless society, they're going to control every move you make. And I guarantee you it's going to be to the point where they could cut your cash flow off.
Right.
We are like zombies walking directly into it's like walk the plank.
Right.
And we all are participating in it.
Right. If you don't have physical funds,
right,
they could cut your You got $1 million in the bank, that cut you off right there.
Right now. They even trying to do it now with physical money. You can't walk around with 10 grand without saying, where it come from and all. We are being controlled. That's why I tell y'all, man, they separate us due to finances, color, ethnics, all type of things. And that's what messes us up, because a divided group of people can be easily manipulated
and conquered.
Easy. And that's another reason what bro said earlier when he was like, make sure y'all share this live, man. Y'all got to put this live out here because we going in. What he talked about earlier, how can we get people to think alike? You got to understand, we're so separated till we view things differently. We're supposed to be tribal. It's supposed to be 1,000 men, 1,000 women, tribal. We all experiencing the same thing on one accordions. Everything's on the beat of a rhythm. And we're going to get into that on other podcasts. Like, we so off rhythm till you got to understand when people say, and I always use relationships as an example. Oh, a relationship, a man supposed to do this, a woman supposed to do that. We experience things differently, but we still trying to be constrained under this broad thing saying relationships should be like this or like that. Shit ain't gonna work, man. It ain't gonna work. Everybody has a different type of money. Everybody views money differently. Everybody has a different type of bedroom love. Everything is different. So we all can't just view this, we don't view the things the same. So it's gonna be a different outcome.
Right.
This is like, it's basic. You know what I'm saying? But bro, 100% said everybody needs to quit their job and quit paying bills. All this shit was shut down and the control will go back to the people. Yeah. Boy, you on the road tonight, boy.
Andre Brewer.
Hey, listen. If we all did this, people will see the power that we as the people have. We are like cattle. When you ride by a big field and you see those are the people in the field, you got 2 cowboys that round everybody up and make them go the direction they want to go. We are herds. That's what we are. And I'm glad you said that, because if we quit our jobs, stop paying, like, y'all mean to tell me God is okay with us paying bills when all these resources on earth were put here for us? Get the fuck out of here.
I mean, if we, you know what I'm saying, like the young man said earlier, if we could create our own communities, and my question is this though, and I'm gonna keep it all the way G, all the way gangster.
Right.
If we would, everybody quit their jobs, quit paying bills, and we build our own society,
Right.
would everybody contribute to that society to make it work? Or is everybody gonna try to do their own thing, and like everybody gotta have a trade, everybody gotta contribute, somebody gotta be the locksmith, somebody gotta be the farmer, is everybody gonna come together and work together to make it work? That's my question.
Facts. And that's something that we definitely gotta come together to understand. Everything has a positive and a negative. If we coming together as a people, it could be a positive thing. But when you got greedy people at the top that want to see, they really want the world to themselves. Like, y'all don't understand, man, how far these people going. Man, we're finna get into some deeper stuff. Tonight, we're talking about a cashless society, but we're going to be talking about adrenochrome. We're going to be talking about sex, trafficking kids and all this sex trafficking. We're going to go all to all that, where this stuff originated from, and it's going to blow y'all mind where this stuff come from. We got a phone call.
We got a caller on the line.
Hey, what's happening? You on the Pop It Up podcast? What's your name and where you from?
So what's good with you? It's General Spooky.
What they do?
Look. No, I'll just call it in, just like even like mention like a lot of stuff that he was talking about, like Papa Duck, man. I've been looking up to him since I was a jit.
Okay.
Appreciate that.
No problem.
Appreciate that.
Hello?
Yeah, we here.
Is this the fan line or the main line?
Nah, you on the Pop It Up podcast right now.
Main line.
It's the main line.
What? What? I ain't gonna lie, man. Why, that's crazy as hell. Yo,
Please
man, I've been,
Papa Duck, you the shit. You're listening to the
what?
Papa Duck Podcast.
Man, that's crazy as fuck, bro. I ain't straight up. I ain't mean to cuss on you or anything like that. But nah, straight up. I've been looking up to you since I was a jet, man. Straight front of raw. Like, I got a little channel, man. It's called like General Spooky, and like I was actually gonna make a little video on like your video. Like you did a video called like Artificial Wounds.
Yeah.
I was gonna talk about how like they got like controller babies on the way. You feel me? Because it's so true. And like on top of that, like I do numerology, like 777, like 555. Like those are money times. If you see any five, like 505, that's a money time. 515, that's a money time. 555, that's a money time. Like it's crazy, man. And like, yo, dog, I can't even explain. I can't even believe I'm talking to you. Like since a jit, like real shit. Like, yeah.
It's all love, man. I feel you on them numbers, man.
Man, I do numerology. I feel like if we trying to like get like financial literacy and actually learn how to like grow as a community and as a people and as a whole, the first thing we have to do is like know spirituality, because we've been lied to. You know what I mean? Like slavery was 400 years ago, but the letter J was built. You know what I mean? It was manufactured in 1500.
Facts.
So you see what I'm saying? So it's like, if we're going to get our people together and we're going to get right, we got to first know self. Because like straight, they ain't going to tell you in slavery. The one thing they're not going to tell you is that they killed off all the adults and they only had 10-year-olds and 12-year-olds. So you can refurbish a nation in 10 years. That's easy. A little 12-year-old, you're going to be 20. You're going to be big as hell.
Facts. That's facts.
You know what I mean? And that's what happened. Straight up.
That is facts, my boy. Hey, man, we definitely appreciate you dropping that knowledge, bro.
No problem, man. I appreciate y'all, man. I see what you're doing. I love it. Straight up, man. Straight up. It's just, like, I'm gonna let you teach me anything you numerology, man. I love to talk to y'all even more about it, man. I appreciate you. Y'all are great, man. Especially after that, man. I looked up to you since I was a jet. Man, I appreciate you.
Hey, man, I appreciate everything, bro. Definitely.
No problem.
Definitely. Hey, we had my boy from the crib. He from the Raw. And it's all love, man. I love the love that people be showing me, man. That's why that's what we do it for.
568.
Yeah. And Jones said the vaccine will not work. I feel like they will try to kill us. Each other will like to kill each other, like take back our land from us. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? I'm just glad everybody got some type of awareness about these vaccines, and it was crazy how I know we're a little bit off topic, but it was crazy how in Walgreens and CVS, how they was like, oh, we'll give you a discount for this and just come get the vaccine. They literally was trying to just
force you to take
this shit.
I don't want that shit.
It's crazy, man. And like I say, man, I just hope if you don't do it, for you, man, do it for your kids. Like, it is crazy out there. Shirley Simmons says, I have a new business. All of our products are naturally made, no preservatives, additives, or chemicals for meat and women. It's sad when your own people won't support your business. And you're right. And I know we be getting a little bit off topic. We're going to get back to this cashless society.
We got to speak on this, though.
We got to speak on that. Again, when you're in a society where it's projected that a group of people are bitter, angry, non-supportive, and you have to understand, if I feed you dog food your whole life, you're gonna love it. You're not gonna know the difference. You really ain't gonna have nothing to compare it to. And this is what we've been fed since legit. This is why I say it's important we take back the narrative, because when you see Power, let me give y'all a good example. On Power, they actually had Malik kill his own daddy. Do you understand how devastating that is? Not as an adult, but as a young man or a young woman, or when you see a different type of sexuality seen with two men together, whatever the case may be, you have to understand these people write this stuff in for a reason.
Right.
You got to understand this. And with a cashless society, just as long as social media, they could control us, not just white people, black people, brown people, all of us. Because they know what you like, what you don't like. They know what to put in front of you. I told y'all got to go watch Social Dilemma on Netflix. If you don't know, now you know. Go watch it. You're gonna understand just how far these people use social media, social engineering, how they use social media to make you do things. Same as, and it kind of goes over to us not being supportive. We've always been fed that. We got to change the narrative. These people understand how your biology is. They understand how your mind works. They know more about you than you know about yourself. Trust me, a lot of the things that people do in society, you do it subconsciously or you do it without even knowing. Because the people who control things, they put things in there to lure you in. And if you think about it, it's hard to see it when you living in this shit. Like, it's hard to see the matrix when they tell you you should pay your bills, pay your bills. You got to get out that shit for 1 second and be like, pay bills for what? You mean tell me I got to go to work for 30 days, bust my ass, give the little money I made to the whoever, the rent man, the this and that, turn around and do it all over again?
Right.
And that's natural?
Right. But there's ways around that, though. I mean, you got to look at it like this. Start buying land, right?
Facts.
Build your homes, right? If you start with that, then you'll see things change. But as long as you're renting and you're buying unnecessary things, like, for instance, like, you might be thinking, this guy talking, the guy got a big Cuban link around his neck. But gold, the price of gold actually went up. So it's an investment.
Yep.
I'll sell this and buy land. Don't get it twisted. We own land. We own lots. We own properties. They're not going to give it to us. You keep yelling 40 acres and a mule, 40 acres and a mule. They ain't going to give it to you. Buy yourself a lot, build your property. Have your brother buy a lot next to you, build his property. Have your mama build a lot across the street from you, build her property. Then you'll see things change.
Assets.
Assets, assets, assets over liabilities.
Over liabilities. I was just going to say that. You already know.
You're listening to the Papa Duck Podcast.
Now listen, bro, drop that real knowledge, because what we got to understand, and like I said, I come from the music background. Man, we done spent a lot of money.
Lots.
I done blow so much money only because I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
And he's right. You have to create assets for yourself, starting with your family. I want to hear that whole, you know, my uncle is it take the right person in the family with the right influence to sit everybody down to say, listen, this is what we need to do. And let's get back on topic before I know we be jumping off for a little bit, but let's get back on it, man. We good though. But
yeah, these questions are amazing though.
Bro. Oh,
amazing. Miss Shirley too, what's your business too? So, you know what I'm saying, we could support you by just shouting it out. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Support those that support you.
Shirley Simmons, what's your business? And I hope y'all heard her. She was basically saying why we don't support each other. Y'all see it on the bottom of the live. We do definitely got to change that. You know what I'm saying? And just understand, man, without the support, we can't do nothing.
Right.
So, cashless society, right? You hear that shit where they talking about, it's a coin shortage? How?
They asking you to round up. Do you want to, hey, if it come out to $7.40, they're going to ask you, do you want to round it up to $8 so they don't give you no coins?
A coin shortage. Don't
we make the coins?
Bro, not even just that. When you get money, you give it back.
Right.
You get money, you give it back.
Right.
It's called cash flow. It's called currency. For a reason. Money that sits still is no good to nobody. You need money to work for you. Rich people understand this. So how in the hell is it's a shortage of coins? That's BS. I'm telling you, all this demic thing that's going on is to crush the dollar. Anytime there's a massive situation like this going on with America or the world, trust me, they trying to do some other shit.
Let me ask a question. Do you think this cashless society, is it going to get us ready for that one world bank?
I think so. I do in the long run. Because everything they do is geared toward their plan.
So essentially, this basically started when the recession, Obama's administration.
Basically. Way before that.
Probably.
To be honest, all this has been planned for so long. All roads lead to Rome. You know what I'm saying? So when you speak of capital hit, man, it's so much we can get into, man. We did get a contribution. Definitely, she said, definitely Al Freetown. Thank you so much for the contribution. He said, I appreciate all the eye-opening knowledge you bring to our people. Thank you so much for that contribution, man. We really appreciate that. Because like I say, we definitely anybody that wanna donate, you know what I'm saying? We need all the help we can get because like I say, this is what we do. All the information is on the bottom of the line, the Cash App and all that good stuff. We definitely appreciate that. Everything we do goes right back into this. And to be honest, I'm really more worried about our children because we grew to this point. They grew in it. They know nothing else. They don't know what a VCR is.
Nope.
They don't know what a flip phone is.
Nope.
These kids has grew in this, which is like I say, if you cut a person's head open and you all you dump in it is BS, it's all gonna come out.
I'm saying my son don't remember a world without YouTube, which is crazy.
It's crazy.
Like he don't know a world without Wi-Fi.
Right.
So, like, what he sees is what he knows.
What he knows.
Right. So it's up to us to
change it.
Right.
It's up to us to change it. Another thing, like I say about this demic thing that's going on. Another thing is, not only do people don't want to touch each other, which is making it way worse. We are people, like we're supposed to interact, but these people got us to the point. Don't nobody want to touch another person. Fear is a business. Y'all got to understand that fear, and fear comes when you don't have the proper knowledge on the situation. They never educated us on nothing. From money, credit, you name it. There's limited education on it. And they can tell you, okay, this, that, woo, woo, woo. And it scares you so bad, it's like they heard. They pushing you where they want you to go.
Mm-hmm.
You have to do your own due diligence. And they saying they don't want to touch money. People don't want to touch money. So we using cards. You still got to touch cards.
Right.
It's just crazy, man, how they try us as a people with this cashless, with just everything. If you think about it, they really try us like we are the stupidest people.
But you know what I'm saying? They do what we allow them to.
Facts.
If they tell us the sky purple, we're gonna believe them because we're programmed to believe what the government tells us, and we expect them to tell us the truth.
Right.
Until you actually become woke, what I'm saying? You understand that the shit that they tell you is not actually what it is.
Exactly.
Then you're going to believe it. Some people don't want to be woke. Some people don't want to come out of the Matrix. They love the Matrix. And they're like, okay, why would I want to? Some people feel safe going to work, paying their bills, paying their taxes. They want to stay in that. And if you do, that's fine. But for you that don't, then there's always an alternative.
Yeah, it's got to be different. Cause like I say, when you look at all this stuff, like I say, for y'all that keep supporting the podcast and watching, we're gonna get way more deeper into why we have to change that. Because once AI hit, which it already has hit, you know what I'm saying? You already see with the cashless society. They're gonna know what you spent your money on. Listen, man, Jeff Bezos did not make that money because he's a smart guy. They literally know more about you than you know about them. You're in a losing battle, and people think people think, oh, that don't mean that. Are you serious? Do you know what data does? Data changes the game. They know what you like, what you don't like. They corner you off.
You ever had a conversation about something and then you turn on your phone and you see an ad for it?
Facts. You already know what that is. Google. Like, okay, just like what he just said. And we spoke about this now. This is another thing with the cashless society. This is one of the things that we do without knowing, which is basically contributing to our own demise, right? You talk about social media apps, mobile apps, Snapchat, you know what I'm saying, face recognition. Why you think they have these apps, TikTok, all this? They do this for a reason for advertising dollars. They know if Budweiser come and say, hey, I got X amount of dollars for this promotion, we trying to do something here. That's why it's called targeting. They can target you. Before it was broadcasting, meaning we put it on TV, it goes to everybody. The only thing that separated broadcasting was the channels that you wanted to promote on. We done did all this. This is how I know. So urban people, we promoted on BET because it was more urban viewers. Then it's certain stuff that you're promoting, depending on what it is. You want to put it on the Lifetime. You want to put it here. That was broadcasting. Now they can do like this here with a small pebble and hit you right in your damn head. Right. They can target you more due to the data. The data. Anyone who knows anything about Facebook targeting or just social media targeting, period, they understand where I'm coming from.
Right.
Y'all drop it in the comments. Y'all already know, but you have to understand. These people know everything about you. Why you think they created this whole reality? This is the only way this works. They had to create a reality around your mental. The reality that you know was created. We're like people say we're living on a simulation. I can say that to be true because it's just like the game Sims. I think it's spelled SIMMS. It's like Sims.
Yeah.
Where you creating your own reality. You creating your wife and your surroundings. I don't understand how powerful that is. These people literally create realities and create environments to where you're limited to resources, but expecting for you to make it through the maze. This is why I get pissed off at older people. No, y'all don't quote me. Not all, but those who've been more brainwashed from the crap. They'll fault you, or just people in general. I ain't gonna say old. Just people in general will fault you, but they don't see that you're limited with resources. How can you build a house with one screw in a screwdriver?
Right.
Don't make sense.
That's deep down.
Yeah, but I just think that people should be punished based off their status in life. Like if you rich, it's certain things you should and shouldn't do. And I shouldn't fault you for that. That's like if you're poor and you can't get nowhere, if you put, and this is natural instinct, people. This is built in you in your DNA. You put a person in a situation, they're gonna do whatever they gotta do to get out of that situation. But in this society, oh, you did wrong. You go to jail. You did this. Man, you don't understand. Some of these people ain't got no motherfucking choice. You have to be weary of that.
Right.
Did so. Back to the cashless society because all this ties in. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna say this too. With Big Brother, we've been knowing about Big Brother since I was fucking 14. They even got a show called Big Brother. I want y'all to go look it up. They got a show called Big Brother. Big Brother is basically where the government spies on you through cameras or whatever. This is what this cashless society is going to allow Big Brother to spy in on us, to know what we like and don't like. And I keep saying this because once they gather all this information, not only does it controls us without us knowing, right? It also gives them more ammo to build AI apps. So we all are contributing to our own demise in some type of way.
Right.
You feel me? In some type of way. So if you're an Uber driver, I always use that as an example. If you drive Uber, they are recording what you do. They are recording how you drive. They know everything about you, and they take that data and implement it in a program. They code it. And before you know it, you won't have a job.
Right. I mean, it's going like that in the grocery stores.
Of course, right now.
Self-checkouts.
Self-checkouts.
Sooner than later.
Yeah.
There's not going to be no cashiers.
Right.
They even got robots cleaning grocery stores now. So that's going to get rid of the maintenance man.
Right.
So slowly but surely, they got machines to unload trucks.
Right.
So, I mean, it's happening now. We're just not seeing Wally going around and doing things, but AI does exist now.
Right.
Would you consider Alexa and Hey Google?
Nest, Google Nest.
Yeah. Would you
Of
consider that AI?
course. What? Do y'all understand when y'all sit and be like, "Hey Google, play this"? They know what type of music you like.
Right.
Hey Google, how much this cost? See, when you in the matrix, it's hard for you to see the bullshit. You have to step out and be like, this is not how we naturally supposed to live. Like, you got to understand, the more engulfed you are into this, the more of this whole thing, bro, you ain't gonna be able to see it.
Do you think society now could live off the grid?
I think, you know what? That's a damn good question. I'm gonna tell you this. This is what I think. I think younger people. When I say young, I'm really speaking 17 on down, maybe 16 on down. They too immature to really know what's going on. You dig what I'm saying? Right. I don't really count them, but I think that people that are going, especially mid-20s into their 30s, and they starting to see what the world is really about. I just think we need to see that. Right. I think that's why I say woke people need to divide. If woke people divide it, then people who are asleep can see that, hey, the way they living over there, they're more healthier, they're happier, they're living long, statistically.
Right.
But when you got these fake ass companies giving us all this fake food, I mean, these people literally own everything. We're gonna do a show too about Monsanto. If y'all don't know nothing about Monsanto, I suggest you look it up now. That podcast is coming, and Monsanto is a company that created genetically modified seeds, GMOs. This is where all the cancer and stuff coming from.
Right.
These people have taken to the farmers and made them use genetically modified seeds by law.
But you know what's crazy? They're not eating the shit.
Right.
They're not eating the shit.
That shit.
Nah,
no.
They're not. They shopping at Whole Foods.
They shopping at Whole Foods. And I'm gonna say this too. With a cashless society, right? China is on a point system. And I'm telling y'all, if you don't know or haven't heard about this point system, it'll blow your mind. That is happening right now today. And it is coming over here. A point system, just like a credit system. Matter of fact, let's do this. I'm finna run. It's crazy that listen. Let me run this right quick about this cashless society. I want y'all to see this for y'all selves and understand what's coming our way. You feel me? Don't go nowhere.
You're listening to the Papa Duck Bite.
Well, cash may be king, but credit card giant Visa is offering some small businesses an incentive to get rid of it altogether. The company announced the Visa Cashless Challenge. 50 U.S.-based food service owners like restaurants and food trucks will receive an award of up to $10,000 each. The money will help upgrade their payment technology and grow their business. The winning merchants must commit to being completely cashless. CBS News financial contributor Melody Hobson is here. Great to see you. It's been a while, my friend.
Old friends.
I feel like for years we've been talking about this trend to going cashless. Visa is finally doing it. Tell us more about this program.
So it's a very small program to start. It's 50 merchants. Now, keep in mind they have something like 30 million merchants that use Visa around the world. So it's a small step, $500,000. But the idea is cash is their biggest competitor. Cash is still the #1 way that we pay in this country, and it's growing around the world. So it's not MasterCard that they're worried about or Apple Pay, it's cash. They want to take some of that business away from cash.
So who benefits when we go cashless?
Certainly the credit card companies, the debit card companies, the banks, they absolutely benefit. Remember, every time we swipe, they get a piece of the action, somewhere in the neighborhood of 1% for them, more for American Express. Certainly the contactless networks like Apple Pay, Google Pay, because they're going to invest in those that technology for these businesses so they can accept those digital payment networks. And then at the end of the day, the merchant, you don't have to worry so much about theft. You're not worried about how you close out the cash register at the end of the day, taking the money to the bank at the end of the day. So all of those things go away. It saves a lot of time for the merchant.
You're not worried about physical theft, but you can be worried about digital theft.
Correct.
And other issues that come up with
cyber
this,
theft,
which remains a big concern.
Big issue and growing. The cyber criminals are getting better and better at what they do, and we just have to be very, very cognizant of that. We've read about these breaches, Target, Yahoo, the one today with Verizon. So this is something that we've all gotten used to, and we have to understand they're getting more and more sophisticated.
And you just have to accept it as a way of life, and that every once in a while they're going to have to send me a new credit card because one's going to be breached, right? I mean,
well, let's hope it gets better at some point. I mean, we're still far behind Europe and what they've done with chip and pay. We have the chip piece. We haven't gotten the PIN piece done yet, which is the double two-factor authentication that really helps sort of cut down on this level of theft. But, you know, certainly it's the way it's going to be.
Goodbye ATMs,
exactly.
huh?
No,
ATMs.
I still like the cash, everyone.
I like cash too. We spend more when we use credit or plastic.
good point.
So,
Yeah, so if you're trying to save money, pay in cash.
correct.
Thank you, Melody. Appreciate it.
Yeah. I hope y'all understand. Like, I hope y'all understand the situation that we talking about. This is not no joke. I told you, I just walked into Kobe's the other day and was able to see the sign. I'm gonna do a video on this probably tomorrow, and I'm gonna show you where it says we are now officially cashless. We are not accepting cash right here in Orlando. I'm in Orlando, Florida. This ain't no joke, folks. And how it's gonna affect us is these people gonna even have more control. See, I tell y'all, when it comes to this, it just seems for some people it's too big to attack. Then you got people that'll say we don't know where to go or where to start. Then you got people that's gonna say, well, how can I get all these people together to do this? This is why us being divided is killing us. It's very simple. Like bro said earlier, right? He said, how can we get everybody to think alike? And this is why I say you don't control TV, you don't control radio. I used to have a radio station. My first check from Slip and Slide, Atlantic Records, I went and bought an underground radio station. I know the power of radio. Never knew this, blew my mind. These people will literally, if it's on a certain platform, they'll believe it. Go look at the biggest, I can't think of the name of this. I think it's on Showtime. It's called The Biggest Something in the Room. It's based off a true story. You can get the book, but it basically talk about this guy who worked for the news channel and how he used fake news and how he used what people wanted to hear and he implemented that into the news, and it made them the biggest broadcasters in the game. I can't think of the name of it. It's called The Biggest Something in the Room, man. If y'all know what I'm talking about, man, drop it on the comment. You know what I'm saying? Drop it on the comment. But this cashless thing is serious. Now, let's go and talk about what's affecting Jamaica, right? Not just Jamaica, Africa also. You got a lot of Chinese people buying up everything over there to the point they starting to implement the Chinese language into the school system. Now you see why money was created. How in the hell can McDonald's ask you for a donation when they got a sign outside that says we've served billions? They make money. Why do we even go for this? I be thinking sometimes like, bro, why do we let these people do this to us?
Right.
It's sad, man. It's the kids, man. It's the children, bro. It's the children, bro. All the movies you see on Netflix, it's for a reason. Because they all in cahoots. All the Hollywood movies, it is gearing us up for what's coming. It's gonna be that.
I feel like, it starts in the home, right? You can't change everybody, but if you can start with your own children, your nephews, your cousins, if you raise them right, I believe that's where change started. Because, earlier today, my son was doing homework on Christopher Columbus, and they basically was, teaching him what they teach him in the curriculum, and I had to, help him with his homework. After the homework,
right,
I literally broke down who Christopher Columbus really was, and what he did not do.
Right.
So it's up to us as parents and an older generation to let them know what it is, and then hopefully, we could raise a better generation than the generation before us raised us.
Right. I agree with that. And I hope that actually is going towards a group of us coming together and just saying, enough is enough. You got some people that don't care about color, just want to live, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be separated. Because like I say, the rich have to create this false reality in order for their perception to work. That's why they separate us, saying, oh, this car represents royalty or a person that's financially, good, or this environment has a 5-star restaurant. They have to create these environments for that to work, the golf courses and the this and the that, right? But at the end of the day, man, these people put their pants on just like you. I don't see no man, woman to be no greater than another man or woman. I think that every person that's on earth is here to do a job, and I grade a person off of that. I don't give a damn how much money you got. I've had that type of money. I've lost that type of money. Had it, lost it, had it. All it does is let you know that, even if you can buy everything in the world, the best thing to me was to help other people. When I was able to do that, that meant more to me than just having money or just saying, hey, I can go buy this and buy that. You get to a point like, it's pointless.
Right.
Like, it's just a car. It's just a house. You get a house, all that space. You just got real estate. It's just crazy, man. But to help other people, man, that was my biggest thing that really did it for me. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
So, but like I say, this cashless society is here, man. I want y'all to continue, do your research on it. Like, understand this China point system. And
what's that? What is that?
That point, oh man, the China. I'm gonna do a podcast on that.
Okay.
But I'm gonna give y'all a brief little China. The China point system is where they grade you by what you buy. And in China, everything is cashless. I told y'all a guy had walked across the street and he was jaywalking, and they was able to go into his what they call WeChat. That's just like, Facebook over here, but they got this thing called WeChat. It does everything. You use it to buy everything. And it was able to go into his WeChat based off his face recognition. Go into his WeChat, pay for the jaywalking ticket before he made it to the other side of the street.
That has to be illegal. Has to be. That is a form of hacking.
Oh, of course.
That is absolutely illegal. Because they didn't even give him a chance to fight the case.
Exactly.
He was basically guilty before he could. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Definitely want to give a big shout out to Lewis Nash, man. He be dropping some real
jewels.
Real jewels every week. He been dropping them on us. And definitely want to give a big shout out to him and everybody else that been putting up, different content. It's a beautiful thing, man, because like I said, we all got a common enemy, man. And that point system is I'm telling y'all, boy, Google it. Just type in China point system. It gonna blow your mind how many cameras they got up, how they face recognition. Not only that, they can see you, they can face recognition you from the top of your head, the back of your head, front of your head, the side of your head. Everything is done by your phone, by mobile app. There's a lot of stores, restaurants that don't even have employees. You just walk in there, it see your face when you walk in, so it knows you're in there. Anything that happens, it's coming out of your WeChat. It's coming out of your WeChat, so you ain't no getting away. Shouts out to Seville, what is it? Seville, Maven. Thanks for that contribution. We definitely appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? And it's, man, this point system is scary. Another thing about the point system, say you're a pregnant woman, you go to the store, you purchase some beer, you will lose points. It's just like credit. You lose points. Say if you go purchase diapers, you may gain points. And when you gain points, you may get a discount here or there. You know what I'm saying? Like they got incentives so they keep you in line. A lot of dumb. Why I say that?
Hey, I'm gonna pack my shit and I'm going back to Haiti.
I'm right now with you.
Like this is getting out of hand. Yeah. This is giving me a lightweight headache. Because so much, when you think about, like, is this where we really going?
This is where we going, bro.
Like, this cannot be real. This is like a one of those movies you watch as a kid and they're like, in the future is gonna be fucked up.
Man, listen, that point system, if you lose enough points, guess what? You can't travel. You can't buy certain things. You can't buy real estate. You can't have a business. And I know a lot of people gonna say, "Oh, we need that. Oh, that's gonna help." See, this is the things that they do to make you accept your own demise.
Right.
Until they run down on your son or your daughter or your daddy. And now you see the real side of why these people are doing this.
Right.
Why is it that these same people that put their pants on like we are, we've put them in control. Y'all know that, right? We, the people, put them in control. And these people are doing this to us. Not just one country. All of them.
Right.
Australia. All of them. Like, it's to the, man, y'all don't understand what's coming.
Yeah. Some of these families, they're born into power. They've been in power so long, like they can never be out of power. The Rothschilds and the Bushes and these families are forever gonna be pulling strings
unless we stop them.
Right, unless we just start our own shit.
But they're gonna take enough of us to do it.
Right.
Don't let what goes on scare you. This is not how we're supposed to be living. And I know a lot of y'all agree with me. I don't care what background you from.
Let me ask you a question, bro. If we was, say there's a second coming of Black Wall Street, do you think it's possible that it could happen in a big city, or would we have to go somewhere like a small country town or something like that? Do you think somewhere like Atlanta could make it happen, or it got to be somewhere small like
a Black Wall Street,
like Valdosta, Georgia, or something like that? Yeah.
Shouts out to the V.
Shout out Valdosta 229.
Yeah. Everybody, all our family, all our folks.
Yeah.
I just think that I'm gonna say this: the bigger the movement, the bigger the demand.
Right.
Like, if it's a massive movement, ain't nothing they can do.
Right.
We taking over. But once you start making moves, you're gonna see just how controlling these people are. Like, don't you know it's illegal to capture rainwater?
They don't want us to capture
rainwater.
What nature? Because they want us to buy it. They want us to buy this. They don't want us to.
Yeah, it's not funny, but
that's crazy.
Rainwater.
That's why weed's illegal.
Yeah, and everything they can't tax is illegal.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, it's okay to buy the weed.
Right, because they get a hold on it. Once they get a hold on it,
yeah,
then it's okay.
It's okay.
But if they can't tax it and use it to their benefit, then
right.
That's crazy.
It's crazy, but y'all have to understand the world we live in. How these things are. And like I say, man, cashless society, it's literally here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna start seeing more and more people saying, oh, we're not accepting cash. And it's the businesses. Right. I think that any business, first of all, you got to understand that the Federal Reserve is ran by a family.
Mm-hmm.
A family. And you got to understand that they print money. It don't fall out the sky. So it's crazy. We live in a world where a person can lose their life because they don't have the money for a heart transplant, kidney, whatever, liver. But this is the world that we all in some way contribute in. And the crazy part is, once we come together, y'all understand the power that we have as people. We need to some way, somehow, right now. I don't care if it's let's start with a day. Right. On this day, ain't none of us going to work. Ain't none of us doing this. On this day, ain't nobody paying no light bill. Ain't nobody doing this on this. This is what we need to promote.
But we all gotta do it.
All gotta do it.
You know, not pump faking and
Right.
We all gotta do it. If I mean, we need leaders. You know,
we need
leaders. We need
structure. We need a leader.
Yeah.
We need structure. And it's the same as in the streets. I always use this as an example. The Italians had structure. You can't just go whack a guy.
Right.
You know what the consequences are. Once you're a made man, you can't touch him. You got to get permission. Or the older guys that's out of the game, they get a kickback from everybody that's hustling. That's their retirement. But when you in the streets and you just running around, he's selling this, they selling that, he's shooting over here, they doing, ain't no structure. That's a recipe for chaos.
Right.
They don't want you to come together. They don't want you to unite. Don't you know it's power in numbers? If you take a piece of toilet tissue, just one little piece, you can tear it. Easy. But if you take a bunch of them, and try to twist it and tear it. It ain't gonna happen.
Nah.
So you have to understand, school is a brainwash camp. They don't teach us nothing about finances. They don't teach us nothing about how to be slaves. And physical slavery has gone. We're talking about mental slavery.
Right.
So
they better off teaching us a trade off rip. Teach us how to farm, how to be plumbers, how to lay tile, how to lay paint, how to do anything, how to cook, how to anything. We need go learn a trade. Trade.
That's facts.
Put value to yourself. So when that time comes, you'll know how to do something in the new society. Don't just be here.
Don't just be a wanderer.
No.
And let me add to this. With the China point system, like bro said right here, it's social engineering. You see this on the bottom of social engineering. I've been talking about social engineering for a long time. It's here. And also, in China, once
what I'm talking about.
You lose so many points on the point system, you get blacklisted. You get put on this blacklist. And let me just bring this to y'all before, when I say if you were a certain age and all you know is this point system, you don't know what was before. You got to understand how devastating this is to kids that grows up into this system. It's coming over here now. It's definitely coming over here, and they're gonna use. Oh, you want that new iPhone? You want them J's? You want that? This is how they're gonna do it. It's crazy. They're gonna blacklist you. It kind of makes you say. When I say this with all due respect. When you think about everything that's happening in the world and how things are being made, done, and how we've been kept in the dark, just everything, it kind of makes you wonder, where does religion sit in all this? Like, honestly, you could be the most religious person in the world. You still got to pay bills. You can pray all you want. Prayer with no action is just prayer.
I mean, if you think about it, the church got their own version of taxes. Right? They just changed the name to tithes.
Right? Words are spelled.
So, I mean, if you look at it, like my mama church has a food court in it.
Food court.
Has a food court in it. That's crazy. Because they know after church you're going to be hungry. I would think the church would give food, but they got a food court in it. It's a business, man.
It's a business, yeah. Business is root word busy.
Yeah.
And in the Jewish 10 laws of Jews, if you know, they say the first law is when you die, your maker asks you how was your business skills. So they implemented religion into a business. So imagine if black folks, how much we love religion, if they implemented business into our religion, you know how savvy we'll be. So someone had to sit back and articulate this, and they know how to do this because belief drives you. You know what I'm saying? In ways you can't imagine. It's just with us as black folks, we like to pray, turn the other cheek, and let God handle it. But I'm gonna say this, and like I say, with no disrespect, I just feel as though God gave us common sense for a reason. God gave us everything we need to do what we need to do. We just got to wake up out this daze, see it for what it is, Understand the people that's manipulating us, and we need to attack them. If one person strike back to those. It's a lot of stuff I really can't say because they be censoring, but to them folk that been going around, doing this here to people that's supposed to be protecting us. Y'all know who I'm talking about. If somebody was to strike back and you feel me, we all need to stand up on that. How can two people, police, restrain 100 people? How can two police walk up and detain 100 people? This is how brainwashed we are. We're in a society where we let people we don't even know or see control us. And as being divided, because you might be straight, your bank account might be straight, so you ain't even worry about all these people running around. But one day, they may cut all your funds off, and you may need these people. See, this is why they divided us from financials, ethnic backgrounds and all this stuff. Fuck all that. We all put our pens on the same way. Like I say, some people just want to live. All this cashless society, taking, you got God's money, gold, silver, real resources, charcoal. And they turned it into man-made money.
Right.
And I'm going to tell y'all this before we get out of here. When they supposedly went to the moon, they said it was one leap for man, one giant, one step for man and one giant leap for mankind.
We ain't never been no damn home.
Y'all got to look into that saying. There's a difference between man and mankind, and they promote this on that level. You dig what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, the higher you go up, the more you realize it's just all about control. All that black and white and Black Lives Matter, which is owned by George Soros. He's a billionaire, and if you knew how algorithms work and keywords work, they making so much money out the phrase Black Lives Matter, and they able to take people that gravitate to that saying, and again, know who's on that type of level. This is data. They control. It's crazy.
I honestly, you just a white man owns Black Lives Matter.
Yes, George Soros.
White man, and correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, but I believe it was a white man that either owns or started the NAACP.
Relax.
But if I'm here next week, I'm gonna do my research and my due diligence. I believe a white man started NAACP. If I'm wrong, somebody let me know if I'm wrong.
Like I say, it's just with the color thing. They want us look at it as a pyramid. On the bottom, they want us to keep being distracted from the color and this and that and you this you. But you got to understand, if you see a person that's against this type of person, that type of person, who told you that?
Right.
Like, who told you this dude don't like you, or that guy don't like you, or this woman don't like you? Who told you that? The people that control us, the people that got the magazines, the journalists, the people who own all television stations, radio stations. If you notice, like I say, go watch Social Dilemma. You'll see where Google gives you a different definition depending on what part of the world you're in of certain of the same thing. So if you type that in Google, it'll give you a different definition depending on where you at, and that's by design. Google search engine. Come on, man. Y'all, we got to do better. We got to understand it's a bigger projection than what they put in front of us. And this rabbit hole goes deep, man.
Appreciate that, Lewis. I knew. Well, Lewis be on it. Lewis be on it. Yeah. I believe I kind of, yeah.
WSAP. Definitely, man. We're gonna give a big shout out to Lewis, man. We be dropping it every week. Every week we be dropping it. And like I say, cashless society, man. We definitely want to bring this to y'all tonight, man. We ain't want to step on no toes, and then y'all already know it's all love on this end.
T Money.
Yeah,
okay.
It's all love on this end, man. T Money. What T Money say? T Money say you're correct, white man. Start NAACP. They just you, and they do that all the time. Just as well as the Breonna Taylor situation, man. It's crazy how. And like I say, we just keep it gangster. We keep it all the way live. We don't do the color thing, but we're going to call it what it is on this one. Basically, when something like that happened, they'll send a black guy out to speak to us psychologically. Let's go psychologically It's almost like saying your own people is okay with what we're doing. It's crazy that this stuff is done by design.
Listen, and I know a lot of y'all gonna be upset. What do you think Biden's doing with Kamala Harris?
Right.
What do you think he's doing?
Right.
Do you think that he just wants her to be his vice president, or is he like, I'm gonna get somebody that look like us,
right?
So y'all can feel comfortable with me,
right?
'Cause I know how much you hate this guy. So I peeped that a long time ago. I said, man, he done picked her. I honestly think Michelle Obama would have been a better president, better suited to be president of the United States.
Right.
But yeah, I know. I seen what Biden was doing.
Yeah. It's hey, listen, man, we want to give a big shout out to Pearl Genuine for the contribution. Thank you so much. She said, grateful, Papa Duck. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
Thank you, Pearl.
And yeah, man, y'all hit us. Hey, Papa Duck Podcast at gmail.com. Y'all hit us up. Give us some topics y'all wanted to talk about. We definitely got things like eugenics coming up. We've covered a lot of podcast topics. You can go. It's on Anchor. It's on different podcasts. I always put it up on Facebook. I always put it up on YouTube. Any of y'all feel free to help us share this content, man. We can only do our part, but if we come together, I'm not tripping on nothing. Like this is, I don't care who take this content and go with it. I don't care. I just want the message out there, man. I'm not tripping on none of that. We ain't doing none of that. We need all the help we can get from all y'all and whoever else. You get what I'm saying?
Right,
we gonna take it in all. You get what I'm saying? And definitely, man, give us some topics to talk about. Also, send in them videos, man. Send us a video to Papa Duck podcast at gmail.com, and we will put your video on here. Also, we're going to be starting. I got some unboxing to do. People that got shirts, hats. You know what I'm saying? So we starting to just help promote other brands and stuff like that there. And like I say, man, we want to bring all this together. We definitely appreciate y'all each and every Wednesday for checking in to the podcast. We definitely out of time. And like I say, man, it was a great podcast.
Yeah, I think I got to come back next week.
Yeah, man. Steve gonna be
Steve, shit out of luck, boy.
Steve will tell me about 50 times.
Wow, Steve.
But we want to definitely let him know we're gonna give love to Steve.
Please believe it's Steve.
Hey, and like I say, each and every Wednesday, 8:30, man, we here. We just trying to spread love. We trying to use our platforms to show love and bring people together.
Look out for the merch too.
Oh yeah, SLMG, man.
Yeah.
Anything y'all do from a contribution to, the merch that we have on YouTube, any of that stuff, even a share, just hit the share button. That's free. It just help us do what we doing. You get what I'm saying? And like I say, man, any topics y'all want to talk about, we got so many topics coming. But if y'all got something y'all want, send it to us, man.
I seen the debate yesterday.
That debate.
Nah, we ain't gonna talk about that one.
Hey,
that debate. Oh my God.
Still stupid.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get it in, man. Let's do 1 minute little shout out, man. Let's just, you know what I'm saying? Let's just throw him up to Mr. Carter. That's what's up. What he say? Wake up, family. Things are real. United, we stand. Divided, we fall. To those non-humans out there, I see you. Definitely, you already know what it is. Hey, and another thing, man, all the love y'all show me, man. Gematria. Oh, man. Yes, I am familiar with gematria. That's what bro was talking about earlier on the call when you was talking about them numbers.
Okay.
Gematria is another topic we're going to cover. And if you don't know nothing about gematria, it's about numbers. Numbers is the only universal language. I don't care what you speak, what part of the world you're in. 1 + 1 is 2. That's the universal language. And numbers, if you are familiar with numbers, if you're in tune with gematria, will blow your mind. Yes.
I'm interested now.
Blow your mind. But, make sure y'all follow us on all platforms. Bro, give them your Afro. Appreciate that contribution. Definitely appreciate that. Bro, say, probably you're familiar. Oh, yeah. Familiar with. Yes, we are familiar with gematria, and we're going to get into that. Mathematics, period. That's what Jason said. Mathematics, period. And a lot of this stuff, like I say, write it down. If you don't know it, write it down. we're gonna talk about frequency when it going all the way live, all the way gangster. Y'all already know every night definitely. And Gematria, y'all need to look those things up. Also, look up adrenochrome. Gonna do a topic on that, adrenochrome. And there was one more thing. Oh, the cashless society.
Yeah.
This is the Pop It Up Podcast.
Thanks for listening to the Papa Duck Podcast.
And we is out of here. Yes, out.